There has been a lot of new releases on the market from some top brands. And I think these brands are kind of taking some liberties and trying to come out with the next viral thing that everyone loves and is going to be that it fragrance for the season. And I just want to test and see if any of these are full bottle worthies. Have I picked up any full bottles? And if they are full bottle worthy for you. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about a lot of these new releases, please keep on watching. If you are new here, beautiful, welcome to the channel. I do hope you consider subscribing. We have lots of fun here and we smell good too. And if you are returning, hey friend, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Again, that does help for us to grow. And let's get right into this video. So up first, we are going to be looking at Kurky. Is it Kurky or Kurke? Maybe Kurky because it's a Y. This is the newest release from Mason Francis Kurkdjian. And typically, they usually be hitting. But this fragrance has not received the warmest welcome. So I wanted to give it, a wear and then also come on here and kind of refresh myself and let you guys know what I think about the fragrance. So I did get an opportunity to smell this in store. I went into Saks. They were having an event. They were serving like this, really pretty peachy type of drink. I think I did do a video or a small video. And if I do have it, I will do a side-by-side. But they were serving a drink and, allowing folks to spray the fragrance, and they had a nice display of it. But for me, it wasn't an instant love or instant like. It kind of almost smelled a little non-existent, if you will. And it could have been because, of course, when you're at these fragrance counters, you getting everything up your nose. You're not always just getting the scent. And sometimes you need to smell it on skin outside of that environment when you have a clean nose. And so this fragrance definitely gives kind of a fruity, Lucky Charm, lifesaver type of vibe. Okay, so the opening notes are raspberry and peach. In the mid, there's gummy candies and fruity notes. And in the base, there's white musk and vanilla. So this fragrance is by no means beast mode. It's not loud. It's not giving very much so citrus or anything. It definitely is just giving sweet and fruity. That's really what I'm getting from the fragrance. Now, when I did wear this on skin, it smelled very linear. It smelled very linear. It didn't really change. It didn't do anything else. I don't really feel like another something came alive in the fragrance because of course we know these, brands don't list everything. So nothing else came alive on my skin. So for me, this is a nice fruity fragrance to wear spring, summer, but I feel like you can find something on the market that probably is going to give you a little bit more longevity, a little bit more projection for half the price, a third of the price, to be quite honest. There's nothing super duper special about this one in my opinion, but I will continue to come back to this over time just because, I sniff fragrances all the time. And I have a little bit left. They give you a decent size in here. So I do have a little bit left to kind of come back to. But for me, it was not worth picking up a bottle. So I had to pass. Let me know down in the comments. Do you have Kurky? What are your thoughts on the fragrance? Did it blow your mind or did it just sit like, this is okay? Kind of like it is for me. It's a nice fragrance, but to me, not really worth the price tag. So let me know your thoughts down below about this one. Up next is going to be Peche Mirage. This is from Guerlain's Art and Material collection. I got a good sample of this from my good girl over at Saks. I sprayed it on skin and I've actually smelled this several times. I've sprayed it on skin and this fragrance is very nice. I'll read to you the notes. It opens with peach, blackcurrant, and saffron. In the mid, there's osmanthus. And in the base, there's leather, amber, and sandalwood. So you definitely get a peach note when, you spray this. But it's not a bright, juicy type of peach. It's more of a, I don't want to say syrupy because it's not quite that syrupy. It's somewhere in the middle. It's in the middle of it's ripe, one day on its way to kind of being on our way out. So it's definitely a fully matured peach. You get the blackcurrant and the airiness of the saffron, but when I tell you this, it's either the leather or the osmanthus is taken over. I think it's the osmanthus that's taken over in this fragrance that's making it a little bit not my vibe. Now, I did go shopping with a friend, and we both got this sample, and she called me the next day. She was like, girl, I keep getting stopped in the halls because she works at a school, and she was like, everybody keeps asking me what I'm wearing, what I'm wearing, what I'm wearing. And I'm like, girl, I'm glad you like it. You can come pick up my sample because this is nice, but it doesn't perform well on my skin to make me want this. And even on the tester, like, it's kind of, that osmanthus is doing a bit much. It may be mixed with the leather note in here, but it's doing a bit much for me. And the peach is starting to fall by the wayside. You know, it's an opening note. It's not going to last long. It's a fruit. Of course, it's not going to last long, but it's cute when you first spray it on. And as it developed on my skin, it just became very powdery, somewhat animalic, and just a little not for me. It's just not for me. And at that price point, it just needs to be for me. The Arts and Material line had a price increase. The 100 ml bottles went up to $4.25. I keep saying that. The 200 ml bottles are $5.95. You've got to love your fragrance to spend that type of money on a perfume. You need to want to be able to reach for it, grab it, take it with you, wrap it up tight when you go to bed, and, you know, have it on your pillow and, you know, tuck it in at night. Like, for that price, you need to love it. And for me, this is not a love. Let me know, have you gotten your nose on this fragrance? I don't hear a lot of people talking about this at all. Let me know what you think. If you have it, you know, what does it do on your skin that it's not doing on mine? I would love to know. So again, this is a Peach Mirage from Guerlain. Up next is going to be Eladaria by Creed. I know I talked about this on my channel before, but I got another couple of samples sent to me in the mail, so I thought I'd just put this in this video because it is a newer release, and, you know, a lot of people are either loving it, hating it, or liking it but not wanting to spend that price on it. So I did get a nice sample of this fragrance from my essay over at Bloomingdale's. She sent it to me. So this fragrance does have a ton of notes, but I can kind of share with you where it kind of turns on me, because it's nice, but it kind of turns, this one turns on me as well. This opens with mandarin, bergamot, and pink pepper. That's kind of a very bright, somewhat spicy opening that I'm seeing in a lot of these fragrances. And in the mid, there's rose, powdery notes, peony, and lily of the valley. And you definitely get the florals. The rose is pretty in here, definitely pretty. And in the base, there is ambroxan, musk, cashmere wood, and vanilla. As I wore this, if you haven't seen my other video, as I wore this, I sprayed it on and I'm like, this is really, really nice. But as it starts to dry down, that powdery note turns on my skin and it just starts blooming and projecting. And I think it's the ambroxan that helps it to cocoon me in a scent that became overwhelming. And even as I'm sniffing this card, I can smell it. I can smell it. It's a lot. So on me, this becomes powdery, musky, and a very, very loud, and it's headache inducing for me. So I know that there's lots of people that love this fragrance, and I feel like I can smell it past me in the air and be like, oh, that's pretty. But any type of concentrated amount of, I gotta smell this up close and up on me, and you sitting next to me smelling like this, I don't want it. Get it away from me. So it's a beautiful floral scent. I feel like it'd be amazing in the air on a beautiful spring day, on a boat, you know, you out on the harbor or whatever, you didn't take your friends out and y'all having a good time having lunch and tea and crumpets, and you just on the water. I can smell this, and I feel like this would be a nice scent that passed me, but it has got to pass me. It cannot stick around. So you let me know, have you picked up this fragrance? Have you loved it down to the ground? Or are you in my camp where the powdery note is just a little bit too much? It gets a little too musky. That ambroxan just starts projecting those notes too much and you just cannot take it. So again, this is Eladaria by Creed, a fragrance that I wish I loved because the bottle is stunning, gorgeous, beautiful. I want the bottle, but I just don't want to pay the price tag of the fragrance to have the bottle and then don't wear it. That don't make no sense. So again, this is Eladaria by Creed. Up next is Power Self by Initio. So I talked about this once before on my channel and just sampling the fragrance. It is also the newest release from the house, so I thought it'd be good in this video. This fragrance, I'm just gonna read to you the notes. Has white florals, osmanthus, white rose, magnolia, pink pepper, ambrox, musk, and cedarwood. So this fragrance is very bright, very uplifting. There is a very prominent rose note in here that smells absolutely enchanting. It is beautiful. This fragrance gives somewhat of a bright, sparkling type of vibe. When I talked about Kurky, this fragrance Power Self has that bubbly type of effervescent scent that I feel like should have been in Kurky to take it to the next level. I don't know if it's the pink pepper or the combination of how the florals are done, but this is absolutely beautiful. It is a musky, white floral, somewhat powdery type of fragrance, and I have been really enjoying white floral fragrances. So this is very gorgeous. It is a little bit animalic, but nothing like too crazy. There's not like a strong leather note or anything like that. It smells like there could be some sort of suede in here, if you will, but this is gorgeous. This I recommend, highly recommend, 10 out of 10. Get your nose on this one. Go grab you a sample. They are pushing and promoting this fragrance, so you could probably pick up a sample, you know, at Neiman's, at Saks, at Bloomingdale's. I think Bloomingdale's carries Initio. I'm not sure. Bergdorf, you could probably pick this one up. Get a sample from somebody, okay? I absolutely think that this fragrance is full bottle worthy. Full bottle worthy. I have never purchased an Initio fragrance for myself. I bought one for my boyfriend. I think I kind of talked about that, but this one made me do it. You made me do it. It made me do it. I love it. I love this scent. This is the perfect type of floral scent that has great longevity, great projection. It kind of puts me in the vibe of how strong the Delina is. Like, it's strong like that. Like, the floral in here is strong like that. But of course, you know, the notes and breakdown is different. This, to me, is an all around. I can wear this to church. I could wear it out to the club. I could wear this to work. I could wear this on vacation. Like, this is a signature scent to me. I do think that it might be a little fresher than, you know, you may want to wear in the cold months, but I could see this in the fall for sure. And I can still see it in the winter, but just not when it's, you know, super duper cold. But, you know, of course, you do you wear your stuff when you want to wear it, because I know I will wear some thick fragrances during the warmer months, and I will wear something light and bright and, you know, tropical when it's freezing cold outside. But at either rate, highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Get your nose on this one. I don't think you'll be disappointed, and I would love to know if you already have it, plan on getting it, and what you think of this fragrance. So this is Power Self by Initio. Alrighty, you guys. So that is it for today's video. Just a handful of new releases, what my thoughts are, if they're full bottle worthy, if I like them. But you all let me know what you think down in the comments. I would love to hear from you and continue the conversation down below. Again, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It does help for us to grow. And as always, make sure that you are being kind to yourself. Make sure you're being kind to others, and peace and love, y'all. The world needs it. Bye.